Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Vinland Saga Season 1, Episode 3. Am I gonna react to this anime? Am I gonna post these videos, you know, these reaction videos, meaning that I'm gonna react to this anime truly, like, you know that when I'm beginning to post about something, it's a commitment. It means that I'm gonna binge watch all of this anime, this show, something. So, is it gonna be the case for Vinland Saga, or am I just filming for myself? To be totally honest, I think that you might have seen it if I decided to post these reaction videos. Clearly these two first episodes truly pleased me for the drawings, for the animation, for the mood, the context, the Vikings, for also the story, the fact that we're gonna follow a little kid and he's like that, really pure, naive, but at the same time he wants to fight, he wants to be a soldier, he wants to go on adventures, to conquer the world and stuff like that, but he doesn't know about the real world, about what is it to be at war, to kill people, the fact that there is no real enemy. That's what his father told him during the previous episode. There is no real enemy, there is only people who are against you because they are soldiers and they have the same job than you, to fight and to kill you, because they are obeying to rules, to political decisions and stuff like that. And for now, the only thing that Thorfinn understands is the fact that you can have some bad people like our friend who can do bad stuff, like it was the case with that slave, and the fact that he wanted to kill that slave to send the message, you know, to the other slaves. Like, it's the only villain that he knows. So for him, for Thorfinn, Alfond is the enemy, but in fact something else is happening, something bigger. And that's cool, the fact that this anime is not only gonna stay with Thorfinn, but it's gonna go also, like it was the case in Northumbria and maybe in other places. And I think that now we're gonna follow also Thors, who is gonna be forced to go at war. And I'm really saying forced because all of them, they were like, it's an invitation, so cool and all. No, it was a threat. Clearly that Floki came with that threat. You're gonna follow us, that's it, you deserted and normally we should kill you. We're deciding to not kill you because you're such a good soldier and we need you for the war which is gonna come, but you have to come. If not, we're gonna destroy your village, we're gonna kill all of your people, and that's all. So he doesn't have really the choice, and I think that Floki received the order, you know, from his king to do that. But clearly Floki seems to have also some personal issues with Thors, because we saw that he went to that other guy. For now, I can't remember his name. Askeladd, it's something with a lot of A. That guy telling him, you have to kill Thors. So there is something going on. And I have the impression that Floki was also the guy who was with Thors at the beginning of the first episode, during that memory, that fight when Thors decided to run away, to be a deserter. So I think that we're gonna have a mystery around that, and it's a mystery no matter what for Thorfinn. He never knew that his father was a hero, you know, of war and stuff like that, and when he learned it, he felt so proud, and now he wants to be also a soldier, and he's giving all of his anger, you know, into these little fights against the other kids. Before that, you know, during the first episode, his dream, it was to discover the world, to go, you know, on a ship and all. Now it's to fight, to be like his father. But for someone like Thorfinn, who was mad during the first episode that people are considering his ancestors are cowards, you know, people who run away. I'm wondering what Thorfinn thinks about the fact that his father was a deserter. Like, for sure right now he's proud of the fact that he was a hero and he's gonna fight again. But what does he think about the fact that at some point his father ran away? We'll see. I hope that we're gonna see it. So Thors is gonna live. I don't think that he's gonna live with Thorfinn. Like, really, he's too young, 6 years old. That little boy is only 6 years old. So he's gonna stay right there. I think that we can have maybe during the entire season 1 Thorfinn growing up, and now that a lot of these guys are gonna leave this village to join the war, it's gonna be interesting to see how this village is gonna defend itself against Alfond, and clearly that one has a certain role, a certain pressure that is putting on these people, and also it's gonna be interesting to see how it's gonna evolve the situation with this village, and because of that, how Thorfinn is gonna grow up. Just that, you know. I said it, I love stories like that when we are taking the characters, you know, when they are kids and we are seeing them evolving. And it's a lot the case, you know, with animes like in Demon Slayer, it's the case, My Hero Academia that I'm binge watching right now, it's the case, Attack on Titan, it was the case, so it's pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now, so let's go for this episode. If I decided to publish these reaction videos, like, I'm almost sure now at 90% that I'm gonna react to this anime. So you're gonna have, normally, on my Patreon, advantages. You're gonna have extended reaction part or full reaction part for the big episodes. Like, I think that I put the full reaction part for the first episode. And extended reaction part are no matter what's interesting, because I'm not forced to cut that much. I'm really letting the scene go and I'm not forced to play with opacity. And really quick, on my Patreon, you're gonna have also another big advantage in the fact that you're gonna have 4 episodes of advance, which means 2 weeks of advance. It's really a lot. And yes, it's the best way to support me, my Patreon. I'm a little reactor on YouTube and also on Patreon, so if you want and if you can support me on my Patreon. Let's go for this episode! You could have done it yourself. Your king told you to bring him back, but you don't want it. You're clever. It slipped? Are you sure? With that strength? He doesn't have the choice. You should be worried. It was on purpose, I knew it. It's Bjorn! Clever. Really clever. Maybe I'm gonna appreciate him. Even if he wants to kill Thors, you know. Does she care, truly? It's sweet, but I'm not sure that she's interested in fact. All of you guys! Aww. They're not? He doesn't want to risk their lives. Search into the ships, you know.
それじゃあトールズさんも一人で戦場へ行くの
Thorfinn, you're inside somewhere.
トールフィンのやつ父上のお見送りもしないなんて昨日怒られたの根に持ってんだわあいつ
ヘルガトールフィンに伝えてくれつまり
はい伝えておきます
She's great.
頼む
As a mother, but also as a wife, you know, and as a woman. But Thorfinn is inside. I don't know how.
潮流に乗ったからあとは勝手に進むよ
Hmm.
それでもう引き返せないってこと父上
父上
I knew it.
トールフィンお前
The fact that you didn't guess. It's not the same to be on it than to watch it, you know, from the land.
トールズ職員の命令ってのは嘘だ
No.
確実に嘘暗殺死因かなんか知らんが多分全て奴だ
That's also what I think. Hey, you and me? Really?
殺して金もらうことに変わりなんねえだ
And that's why he decided to hire you.
命令官の汚れ仕事だからじゃねえそんなにも恐れているんだとして
星も見えない何にも見えない一体どっちに向かってんだ風が少し変わったちょい右だ先行するついてきてくれ
That's how you can see that is used to do that.
すげえな
You can feel this little chance.
あれあまり夜の海を見つめるな引きずり込まれるぞ
戦場ってどんなところなんすか俺も一発大将首取って男に書いてんだ
確かにうちの娘は強い男が好みだ大変だなお前も
お見通しですか
ユルマが好きかあれ
いや
Like all of them.
あいつは俺がまだヨウムの軍団にいた頃に生まれた子でな妻のヘルガは軍団の首領の娘なんだ
What?
トールズ名前をつけてあげて
俺は忙しいこれからノルウェー遠征だ
You were already called, and she's a daughter of the leader of the army.
その後15年一緒にいるがヘルガが怒ったのはその時だけだ ユルマという名は俺の母の名だ今思えばあの時から俺はすっかり戦場が怖くなっちまった
To not be there for them
だ
anymore.
から昔を知る戦友たちは俺を罵るだろうな
Uh-oh. That's not great.
改装準備
Hide your joy. Oh, it's a trap.
ほら頑張れどうしたレイプさんおかしいだが前に来た時とは何かがそうか家の数だ家の数が減っている引き返そうレイプさん良くない気配がするおいあいつら逆走してるぞいや
Yes, they are.
手強いかもしれねえぞ近すぎるが仕方ねえ多少船が傷ついても構わん
Oh, to block them? Oh no, just to destroy the shit, like... And to block them. I knew it, like...
みんな大丈夫か全員無事かはい矢が来るぞ盾で頭を隠せこの罠の本命は入り江の奥だ奥
Thorfinn, you shouldn't have come.
海賊完全に塞がれてるやられた助かるわけねえだろ捕まりゃ奴隷市場で売られるだけだ腹をくくれ
I'm wondering, you know, they could have sent the arrows already, like... I think that he wants to talk first, but for what reason?
父上。
トルビ身を守るためだけに使えいざという時だけだぞやっぱやるんすかやるんすねよーしやるぞ簡単にやるなんて言うな
Yes, also.
私
Yes?
あれ俺に任せてくんねえかあの人たちに全員でかかっちゃ面白くねえ俺が試してやるよ
Only
いい
you?
だろ向こうもその気みたいだしね
Thors, we saw that he can jump that far. He's not killing you, he's not killing you, none of you. You can see that, you. He's not using his sword. I knew that it would be the end. Again, no hide and seek. I'm just checking, just in case at the end. Well, okay, that's it. Let's say it. Yes, I'm gonna react to this anime. Really, the first episode was pretty convincing. The second episode, I was like, that's it. I'm into it. And this third episode, you know, I'm finishing it like, you know, a little frustrated. So I know myself, I know that when I'm beginning an anime or show like that with this thought, you know, about it on mind, it means that I can be really quick involved into the story and also involved with the characters. And you know, for me, each time that I'm deciding to react to a show, to an anime, it's for two reasons. It's really for how I'm reacting, if it can be interesting for you, to share it with you guys, and for that I need to be invested into the story and also to involve my feelings with the characters. And right there with a young boy who has so many dreams, you know, and who is acting like that, I think that it can be the case. And the fact that I finished this episode being like, it can be the case. And clearly I'm involved into the story because I'm already beginning to make theories and to be like, I'm gonna like you, you know, talking about characters. So it's pretty great. And the second reason for me to decide to react to a show, an anime, to post my reaction videos about it, it's when I think that I have stuff to discuss about in intros and reviews. Like, if it's only reacting for reacting, like just making face and all of that, like, I'm not faking my reactions during the reaction part. I'm really invested or not during a moment, I'm laughing or not, I'm crying or not, but I'm not faking my reactions. And it's really with time that you're gonna see me falling in love with the characters. But I want also to have stuff to discuss about in intros and reviews, to make theories about stuff, to play the game, you know, of a show, of an anime by discussing about it. And also I love to have stuff to discuss about, like normally for shows, I'm talking about the picture, how it's done, you know, the lights, all of that, and I can do it also for animes, and clearly this one is really well made. I think that we're gonna have some beautiful pictures with the stars, like they seem to play a lot with that, the stars, the sea. When we were into Iceland, it was also the snow. I talked about it after the first episode, the fact that they made the different texture, you know, of the snow. It was really a good green flag for me about this drawing, and the fact that I'm gonna love them, so it's pretty cool. The musics are more present also, I appreciate that, and they're not taking all of the place, and they're really sweet. I don't know how to say it, they're really calm. I think that it's because it's a lot only piano songs, you know, moments, melodies. So because of that, you know, it's really sweet, calm and all. It's cool. I hope that we're gonna have some intense musics also during some fights, like it was the case at the beginning of the first episode. But for me, that music moment was not intense enough, you know, I wanted a little more. So I hope that with time, I'm gonna have it, like right there, maybe I'm gonna have it. Maybe or maybe not, because I'm not sure that Thors right there, he wants to fight. We saw it, he jumped, you know, on that boat, on that ship, but he's not using his sword, he took it with him just in case. But for now, he doesn't want to use it, and for me, there is really something about... I'm not sure that they're gonna fight like Askeladd, his name. He guessed all of what Floki prepared, wanted, you know, the fact that Bjorn killed that soldier who was just behind, you know, the thing, the fact that they guessed it, that it's more a personal issue right there, but in fact Floki didn't receive the orders of killing Thors, not at all, that's something that he's doing on his own, a personal grudge, something is going on right there. And the fact that he didn't want to do it himself, maybe, you know, to not have his hands being dirty with it, but also maybe because he's not sure that he can do it. Floki, why does he want that? There is something about a personal story right there, something that he didn't appreciate. For me, they were friends before, and something happened. For sure, he took it really bad, the fact that Thors deserted without talking about it with him, you know? And also because that's not something that you're supposed to do as a soldier. Maybe he felt also like Thors abandoned him. And for me, there is something else, you know, another personal thing right there. But Askeladd, this one is clever, you know, he's guessing a lot of things which are going on, and that's why right there I'm not sure that he truly wants to fight Thors. He blocked his ships, okay. He's doing all of that for money, you know. So I think that if Thors is offering him more money, maybe it can pass. Or just, I don't know. He wants to make business, he wants to do things like that, so maybe at some point it can be just something, I don't know. So I think that maybe it's not gonna be such a big fight and all of that. And again, also because Thors doesn't want to fight, doesn't want to kill. And what he said also to Harry just right there about the fact, don't say the word kill just like that, like it's nothing. And clearly I think that Harry, like all of the other ones, they never killed someone. So they don't know what it means, you know, the responsibility that it is to kill someone. The fact that they all went to Helga before taking the boat, you know, before leaving, they're all in love with her. That girl said you goodbye, you know, and you didn't pay attention to her, you didn't even respond to her. What Leif said, you know, was interesting about the fact that Thors, he doesn't want for these guys to be soldiers, and in fact his intention is to leave them in Norway and then to go in England all by himself. What about Thorfinn? Now that Thorfinn was discovered, you know, on that ship, and clearly it was so easy to guess that the kid was on that ship The fact that he was not there to say goodbye to his father. Oh. But now what? You're gonna leave also your kid with them, with Harry and all of the other boys? And they're gonna come back home at some point with Leif? Oh, I don't think so. A lot of things can happen before that, for example, just that fight, you know. Yes, I had a little something, you know, when the other guy was presented as Bjorn. These names, you know, for me, if at some point someone is presenting himself as Ragnar, I'm not gonna be there anymore. So don't blame me for that. Again, you know how much I loved Vikings, The Last Kingdom and these shows. So some names like that are difficult for me to hear and to be still concentrated, you know, on what is happening on screen. Helga is the daughter of the leader of the army. I think that Helga, her role, you know, into the story is more important than what we can imagine for now. For sure, she's important and she's great. We saw it because she's a good wife, she's a good mother. But I think that also as a character, you know, she's interesting and important. We saw that she can have a character, you know, how she talked to Thors, you know, about give a name to your daughter and that's all. And also I think that, yes, her place is interesting because of that thing, she's a daughter of the leader of the army, like meaning that Thors, he ran away with her, so he took away from her the daughter of the leader of this army. Do you understand what I mean? I think that something is gonna happen around that. She's important also for that. I hope that we're gonna have some little moments since, you know, in Iceland to see how stuff are happening for them. I said it now that some of these guys went away. It's not gonna be the same, you know, for the village to protect itself. With our friend, you know, who is around, without Thors now to defend them. I think that it can be interesting to stay a little with them at some point to see what is happening right there. It's not gonna be through Thorfinn because he left with his father. And you know, for Helga and Ylva, it's really bad. They couldn't say goodbye, you know, to Thorfinn. They're gonna have to guess that he left with his father, but they're not gonna be at 100% sure. It's really bad to do something like that. 6 years old. He's only 6 years old. The fact that his father at the end gave him that little weapon, you know, sword, knife, I don't know how to name it. You wanted it, Thorfinn. I hope that you're not gonna use it today. I mean today for me, because normally I'm gonna watch still one episode today. So it's all for you for this video and it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Hey.